Basically, while we are doing, Active Directory or using PowerShell in Active Directory, right? Start this one. So this is the computer. Check host name, right? This is the domain controller PC, right? Now here, my voice is clear, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So here, let's say we are looking for users, right? So
Hmm.
what will be the command to get all of the users from Active Directory, right? So let me write here get all users, right? Here's
Hmm.
the command get hyphen AD users, right? And filter asterisk. This will show all of the users. Okay, this will show all of the users, whatever users existed into our domain controller, we can find all of those users. Okay, now
Hmm.
if you are looking for the only enable user or disable user, right?
Hmm.
So here list, let me, list all of the enabled or disabled users. Okay, so here we'll have get hyphen AD user. This command is the same one. And then after we should use the filter option, and under curly braces, we should use like enabled, okay.
Hmm.
And here equal, EQ means equal, enabled equal to, okay, or enable equal false. So here we can see if I execute this command, so what will do this command is basically list all of the enabled users in our Active Directory. So if we are looking for all of the enabled users, we can see only enabled, whose status is enabled. Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
Enabled. So this way we'll get all of the enabled user, as well as we could also list all of the disabled users here. So just copy this command and here write false.
Hmm.
Now you can see only disabled users, right?
Hmm.
So here we'll have two users, especially one is guest, which has disable, right?
Hmm.
And the other one is KRBTGT, which is Carver's ticket grant ticket account. Now
What is this, sir? KRBT?
KRBT means KRB, it means Carver's, T for ticket, GT for granted or grant.
Okay.
Okay,
False
so
means
these
they are
these
disabled
these are the,
user.
yeah,
Okay.
disabled.
Okay.
So this way we could find out, all of the users group, right? Let's,
Sir, when we have like thousands of users in Active Directory,
mhm.
because in we have like here we can easily create them. Like if we have 10 user, easy to create them. So when we have thousands of user and how to create them through PowerShell in Active Directory
Yeah,
and how.
don't worry about it. We'll cover today.
Okay.
So let's start with the very beginning first. Okay. So how we'll get all of the users. So here is the command, right? If we are looking for some of user which has enable or disable, right? We have this command here. Same
Okay.
way here, let me go through a specific user. So let's suppose uh, a specific user attribute. If we are looking for a specific user, right? So
Mm.
here for the specific user, let's find out a user through their name. Okay. So find find or filter users by a specific attribute. Attribute means properties like name,
Name, phone number,
phone number, email, you know,
email. Mm.
phone number, phone, right? So how
Yes.
do we find through a user by using their phone number or by getting their email address or name?
Mm.
So here, let me give you a nice example so that you will be confident that how will you use the command to find. So get user is the same command, okay? Get add user. So this is the command. Then after we should use filter option and here inside braces as previous name, okay?
Okay, sir.
Like we should use the condition like and then after we'll use username. So let's suppose here user one, user two, user three, or any, we just need to find the username. Ask the user, okay, let me know your username or login name, right? So
Mm.
let's suppose we are using user two or user one, right?
User 3, okay.
Let's say user three, right? And then after we should use the asterisk sign. This asterisk sign shows all of the information about user three here. Let's
Okay, sir.
let's get into it. Can you see? It's just
Yes.
get user filter where username equal to user three. So can you see the distinguished name, common name user three? IT, he is from IT department,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
We have also another OU which has IT department,
Mm.
right? OU office one and lab.local. This is the domain
The
name.
main controller.
So lab.local, inside lab.local we'll have office one. Inside office one we'll have IT department and inside IT department we'll have user three,
User 3. Okay, it works like this way.
right?
Yeah, this is organizational unit. Inside that we another organizational unit and then use. Okay, sir.
Yeah, if you are looking into DSA.MSC, like graphical view, which
Mm.
will make sense. Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
User
It.
3 is here. So his name is user 3 IT department, right?
So DSA.MC is a graphic view. Yes.
Yeah, DSA.MSC. Can you see here? Here is the username, right? Here is the username, user
Mm.
3.
Mm.
Can you see? Username is this one. Login name is this one. This is the username. So
Mm.
here, this user and what is the properties of this user if you are looking into their.
Property. This user
Yeah,
has the IT
this
department.
user belong to IT department. This IT department belongs to office, right?
Yes.
And this office belong to lab.
Domain
This
controller.
lab especially belong to local domain,
Hmm.
right? Local
Yes.
domain. So if you are looking into ADSI edit tool, ADSI, this will be very good one here. Can you see? Office one, inside Office one, we will have IT department. Here is the user, right?
Mhm.
So let's get back to this one. Can you see their distinguished name here?
Yes, sir.
So local is the domain.
Hmm.
It will be com, net, org, or anything.
Hmm.
DC, which is the domain name.
Hmm.
The domain name. So hoster name, we could say is a host name, DC. Okay.
Yes,
Lab,
sir.
lab is the host name. So if you are looking into, google.com. So .com is the domain, right? Where
Yes.
Google is the hoster name.
Yes, sir.
And mail, search, or any other stuff is the special. Um, so if you are looking into fully qualified domain name, so fully qualified domain means here, as you can see here, ACA-DC1. This is the computer name, right? Lab is the host name, okay? And local is the domain. That's why we should use this way. This equal to lab, this equal to local. Okay, and inside this DC we will have office one, and
Hmm.
inside office one we will have IT department, and inside IT department we will have common name or canonical name. It's known as common name or canonical name, CN. User one IT underscore DUPT, which is the username, user display name. Okay. This is the user display name. This user existed into this OU. This OU itself existed into this OU. This OU existed into this this host name, and this host name is belongs to the local
Domain.
domain. Yes. Now it's been clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So here, while we are using this one, we can see like this. It's a distinguished name, right?
Yes, sir.
Distinguished name. So if you are looking to, create any other user, we should define path up to this much.
Hmm.
Okay. Then only we could find the new user inside IT department organizational unit.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, here we can see this user is enabled, right?
Yes.
There is no given name
Hmm.
assigned currently to this user, but their name is assigned here. And this is the user class, okay, and their GUID number is this one.
Hmm.
The SAM account name is a security access manager account name is this one, and their SID is this one, especially we are looking into end of the number, okay. Here this one is the user 3 SID number, and there are no surname, but here we can see so yes, now you can see here this is the user principal name. So always user principal name denoted at the rate dot domain name dot hoster name.
Okay.
Now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
So this way we'll find all of the details information about the any specific user.
Hmm.
Okay. Now let's see here, as we can see, we'll have lots of information, but I don't want other information like SID, surname, or any other. Okay, I'm just looking for the specific information about a special user, right? How do we find?
So don't know, sir.
Huh?
I don't know, sir.
So here, let me
There should be a command for that, but I don't know that
just
command.
hold on. Just hold on. I'm showing you here. So find or retrieve. Okay. Let's say retrieve a specific is or specified. Okay. Specified properties. Okay. So
Okay,
here
sir.
I just want to list the name. I just want to list their email or their login name, right? So how do you find just here get user? This is the command get user. Okay, get ID user, and then after we should use the filter option. And here asterisk means anything, but a specific belongs to these properties, right? Property name. Sorry, property name, and let's say property name would be properties name email, right? Say email or just list the name. Okay.
Sir, if we need to, then name
Get,
and email address.
yeah. So get a user property. Okay. Filter property name. Uh, let's say Sam account name. Okay. Account name. Okay. So this way we'll get a specific kind of stuff here. Mm, get ready user filter property name, Sam account name, email address. You could use okay, email, right?
Hmm.
Get information.
But they are not coming up, sir.
Mhm. One get user filter, get ready user filter asterisk. Okay, now use the pipe sign here and select object. Okay, expand uh, expand property. So expand property, and here we should write the name. Okay, let's have a look. Let me see all of the user. Okay, and then we should use List profit. Type sign format custom list table. One more here is name comma. Let's see. Some name. Some font name. It and component. Multiplications. Make it multiple multiple line. And now it's a block. This one going to only expand a single properties of this one. This one.
But sir, if I, because here it's showing us all the users.
Yeah,
I
all of
want
them.
a single user, just
Single user like
user
this
has
one.
one for one user with the email address.
One user with the email address like this one, like username is this one.
Hmm. And then
Okay.
email address.
Here name like this, okay.
Hmm.
So
So for
multiple.
example, if I type the name of the user, I'll get all the information for that user.
Yeah.
But now I want name and email address of that user.
So we are looking for the email and username as well as phone number, right? Like
No, only two info, not for the phone number.
yeah, it's
Just
okay. So we'll have another way to search this one. So property, we should use the properties, okay, and then after we'll assign, the specific here, because here we are using this one expand property, right?
hmm,
So let me go through the other here, get AD user, right? And use the filter, and asterisk is okay. Now we should use here properties, okay, properties, okay.
hmm,
And then after we write the properties like such as name, okay, name, we could use email, right?
hmm.
Email address. That's all. I like any other thing. Then
That's all. Yeah.
select object
Hmm.
where we'll define
So
like
what we need to define? So
name,
for name equals to use like user three.
email address like this.
Hmm.
So actually this user they doesn't have email properties into it, okay. That's why we can see here email is blank now, you
Hmm.
see. But in the previous command there is no email, but here we can see email, name, as well as we could use here some account name, some account name.
Okay, sir, I got it. Sir, one question. So for example, here find user by a specific attribute. So
Yeah,
we know the name of the user
yeah,
and
this way
we got all.
we get
Okay.
all of their information, okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you are looking for a special single user and their property, we should use like this. Okay, add
Mm-hmm.
user filter name like this one, and it will show there all of the properties, right? If you are going to retrieve, a user information by their properties, email and this one, you will use this one. Can you see all of the information here? And we can format also this one. We can format by using the pipe sign. Pipe sign, if you would like to format in a table, right?
Mm,
Format in a table. We'll use this one, so it will show in a table format. Can you see here? Can
yes, sir.
you see? Distinguish name, uh, their email address, enable or disable, first name, object class, and other stuff. So this is called format table. If you are not using this one, this format table, it will came into this way. Can you see? Here
Yes.
it's hard to find, we should, analyze ourselves, and which will be a little bit, you know, um, not that much a specific way to, analyze those all, right? It should be a hectic one to find the username, right? But
Yes.
if you would like to, set format, right? So we'll use format and hyphen here. You can see, format in a list, format in a table, format in a wide, right? So here, if you are looking into format in a list, it will show the same like before. But if you would like to change the list to table, which means it will list all of the information into a table format, right? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Or even here, if we are looking into this one, you can see, right? The format table. So if you would like to, list, but should be in a formatted form or any formatted form, right? So at that time, we will use format and hyphen and will assign table, volume, wide, let's say table. So then after you will get this information into table format. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Now, so these are the way, different way to find, users, group, by the setting up their varieties of information, So,
Sir, if we want to find out groups, how we can find out?
yeah, you can find users, group, computers, everything you
Okay.
can find.
So, okay, sir, if I want to find out a computer in that is in Active Directory with all the information for that computer,
Yeah,
so how do we find that? Get AD computer, is that
get
correct?
computer is get hyphen ad. Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
So same way, get ad computer, and then after we'll use filter option, okay,
Okay.
and use here I'm using asterisk, right? That
Yes.
means all of the computers, it will show all of the computers uses what command here. Done. Let me done this one. Can you see? Only
Hmm.
computer account.
And if I want to find out the specific computer
Specific
assigned to
computer.
specific user.
Yeah. So at that moment, we need to find, a member of, okay, member of command. So here these all computers belong to the Active Directory. That's why we could see their computer name, their status, is it
Hmm.
enable or disable, their distinguished name, DNS host name. Can you see here? DNS
Yes, sir.
host name and object class is the computer. So this way we'll also, we can apply like same like this here for user, for computer, for group, because the command are the sorry, their filter option and other arguments are the same. So get all computers, right? Here we'll have get, sorry, get hyphen ad computer. So here we can see computer, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
If you are looking for the Active Directory group, can you see here?
Hmm.
Group, and then after we'll use the same manner, like filter or like name, right? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
So we could find, all of the groups, all of the computers, right? All of
Hmm.
the group member. If you are looking for a group member, we'll also have here option to find a group member of a specific users group, computer, client. So these are the very nice one, even we could find we can find we can write a code, okay, script there, because here what I do, we just use a single command, right? But if someone they are looking for some of the script, you know some of the script, like a programming script,
Hmm.
they can add that circumstances, we should write a script for them. So we'll use a function like a programming language. We'll use loop command, okay, and that will work for us, So this is also very nice one if you are looking for a specific like a program to work for you, or we can slowly we'll uh, collect this kind of functioning, this kind of files, scripting file that will be very helpful for us. Uh, in a future we could also use like this, so even loop, we can use loop, we can use array function, everything we can use with the PowerShell. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we'll have varieties of information, varieties of tasks to perform here. If you are looking into this one, I just here user. Can you see this one?
Hmm.
So if someone they are looking for this kind of like as you said, I'm looking for thousands of user. I want to create thousands of user in my Active Directory in a single click. How it will be possible, right?
Hmm.
So can you see here? User one, their password, let me open with this one. Let's open it with the command line. Now, can you see here? This is the CSV file, comma delimited file, right? Here we
Hmm.
can see username, their full name, their organizational unit. Let me expand this. Department, phone number. Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
So if I am going to,
Sir, one question can I ask?
yeah,
So, like any department, like if they have the like any number of user for first they create their Excel files, yes,
yeah,
and then after getting the Excel files, then we import those Excel files to our Active Directory. Is that correct?
exactly, exactly.
Okay, so without Excel file, we can't directly import because first we need our data in the CSV format. Yes.
CSV format, yes, exactly.
Okay.
So CSV format, this is the data source. Okay, this will be a data source. So here we can see, Here we can modify this one. We just need to modify, you know.
Hmm.
So here, let's say my target is to create these users into marketing department or, you know, some of specific OUs, right? So
Hmm.
here we can see here in my server, in our server here, here we are listing this one. Organizational unit is marketing. That marketing organizational unit also belongs to this one, KTM branch, right? And this KTM branch belongs to the lab. Lab is the local hoster. And here we'll use department as marketing and their phone number would be something, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So we just put all of the information based on this table format, right? But here we are looking into a notepad file. That's why it's a little bit, you know, messy.
Messy.
Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll just open this same you know file into Excel, and then after we can find all of the details very clearly here, right? And
Yes.
then after we can change it. You know, if you are looking into, let's suppose here, let me get into it directly. Let's say, okay, here can you see office? Here under office we'll have user, right? Under this one we will also have, right?
Yes, sir.
So if we are looking for, especially even in a Sydney, we'll have also here. Okay, now can we see, uh, now we have here Sydney office, right? So let's suppose I'm going to create some of user inside the Sydney office. Let's suppose this is the first branch office. It's going to open in a Sydney, okay, as a branch office, and we have 20 users over there, or 200 users, or 500 users, or 5,000 users. It doesn't matter. Okay, so what will be the path for this one? Can you see here under Sydney, here this one,
Yes, sir.
right? So here we can see inside Sydney, if we are looking into Sydney one, this one, what will be the path? Is our equal to Sydney office, right? This equal to lab, and this equal to local. This is the path, right?
Hmm.
This is the path. So how I'll assign this one here. Let's get back to this one. So this is okay. This is okay. Here we just need to change this one. OU equal to Sydney office, right?
Yes, sir.
And after changing this one, we just drag it. Is it clear?
Okay, sir. So we just only drag it or copy paste?
Yeah, this is same thing. Drag or copy paste. This is copy and paste is going on here.
Okay.
And let's say inside here, let me inside Sydney office, let's say here inside Sydney office, we'll have let me create another OU, which is let's call it IT. Okay, and here let's create another one. It's let's say sales, right? So let's get into one by one, which will be helpful for you. So here IT. Now I'm looking for creating some of user inside IT department, right? Let's say from here, I'm trying to create users inside IT. Is it clear? IT. So these users automatically placed into IT department. IT only. I did mistake here. It's OU equal to IT. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And here in the department, we should write here IT department, right?
Mm.
The same way, if we are looking for some of the users, uh, let's say here, I'm going to create some more user, right? So this user, let's say these are belongs to sales. We have sales department, right?
Yes, sir.
So here, sales, yes, modification. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Can you see that we have Sydney office, okay? Inside Sydney office, we'll have some of user belongs to marketing department, some of user belongs to IT department, some of users belong to sales department, right? And
Mm.
here I'm going to assign username as a, let's say, ID number, okay? Their ID number. So username would be anything, okay? And here in the name we can name it anything like Tom.
Yes, sir. It's okay. Leave them username. It's okay. We're just creating them.
It's me.
Mm.
Uh,
Sam.
Sam, Rin, Naren, uh, or any name,
Yeah.
Karan,
Preet.
Karan, Rin,
Santosh.
Rin, Rin,
God.
Kamal,
Kim.
Rin, Rin,
Queen.
anything.
Yes, sir. Anything. Yeah.
Mm,
Hargun.
mm,
Leave it at Harson. Yeah.
Hari, Raman. So anything, right?
Mm. Yes.
And here, let's say their username, their login name should be their ID number. Okay, ID number. So username or login name it would be ID number or user 12345 6 or the same like this one, right?
Mm.
Same like this one. If we are looking same like this one, we just copy and paste. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Then save it. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Now. I'm going to import this one, but before importing this one, let's have a look how import command would looks like. So let's open this one in the notepad. It is okay. So here, this is the path. Okay, this is the path for the CSV file. So if we are placing this CSV file in the root drive, let's say inside C drive, so this will be this path. And then after we are going to import CSV file and this one dollar sign, especially we use the dollar sign while creating variable in the PowerShell. Okay, so let me get into this one and let's copy this command here. So where is the where is the user? This is the user CSV file, right? The one we just created before, right? This is the user, right? It is okay.
Yeah, okay.
So just copy this one. I'm going to copy and paste into our desktop. Okay. Previously there was, that's why it's asking for replace, right? Let's replace this one. Now we can see,
Why it's in no notepad format? It should be in Excel format.
but here in this computer I don't have Excel, that's why.
Okay.
And the next one is the import command, right? So this is the import. Copy this one, paste it here. So this is the import command, right?
How did you import it, sir?
Just copy and paste.
Okay.
Let's edit this one.
Mm.
Now we can have all of the command into our cell editor, right?
Mm.
It's cool. So here we can see uh, this dollar, especially this dollar denotes to or why whenever we are going to create especially variable in a PowerShell command, we should use the dollar sign. Okay, so dollar means creating a variable. So whenever we are going to create a new variable, we should write start with dollar. Okay, so here we can see this is the CSV path. Okay, this is the CSV path. So I'm going to create a new CSV path that looks like this one. It's a CSV path, and then after we'll use the CSV path a special location, especially location of that file. So if we are looking into a file property, here we can see. Can you see there? So this is
C
the
dot
location,
user administrator desktop.
desktop. Okay. Over desktop, we'll have CSV file, right?
Mm.
So
We
here
need
a
to
path will be like this.
remove.
Is it clear?
Okay. And you
So
also giving the name as well, user.csv, the file name.
this is the file name.
Okay.
This is the file name, right? Their
How do,
location is here,
oh, it's type of .csv. Okay.
right? So
Mm.
So I don't want to use, this much of long path. Okay. So
Mm.
what should I do? I just need to create a variable and we'll put the entire path or the long path into that variable. And later on, we'll just use the variable name. We don't need to,
Yes.
use that much or the big length of, path or any other sources of a file, right? That's why here this will be a good one that we just need to, assign a path. Okay. And for variable, we could write any name. We don't need to always use like CSV path, but this would be more convenient, right? But it doesn't matter whether we write any other name. So let's say I'm going to use, okay, uh, let's say ABC. It's okay, ABC. ABC is my variable where I install, where I insert this.
Mm.
This is okay, right? So this
Yes.
is just a variable name. Now here I'm going to use this file to import all of the information from this file to the Active Directory. So here dollar users, which is another variable. Okay, dollar users where I am going to import CSV file. And what is the CSV file name here? What it would be? It would be what ABC, right? It's a ABC. So whenever I am going to use ABC, this means this ABC automatically call this file, right? Right, Preet?
Yes, sir. Listening to you.
Yeah. So this is the path, and then after for each, this is the for loop command, and this for loop command use users in users. Okay, this users is belongs to here, and this in this users it will going to call this file. This is this one. Inside that file we'll have this file CSV file here, and then after we'll just use this one, username, user.username. Password should be converted as a plain text, user.password. Okay, and then after full name would be user.fullname. Department would be department, and phone number would be phone number, as well as organization would be.
Sir, one question.
Yeah,
So, so we have a path, we have a CSV file that assigned to the variable,
yeah,
and we are importing that variable into dollar users. What
yeah.
does it mean, sir, for each user in users? Users means the,
This is this users,
yes,
this users, right?
it should be, sir, users, because we are using users variable on the number 3.
Here, this is the function. It's going to call these users. This users is this one, and it's a small u, by the way.
Okay.
So users in users, which is the for loop. Okay, it's a
Okay.
for loop. It's going to call this one, the entire thing. Okay, as a user, and whatever users here in
Hmm.
the CSV file users, it's going to import from the here. So users in users means if you are looking into this file, let me show you here.
Hmm.
So this is the username.
Hmm.
Okay, this is the password. This is the
File name, full name, full name,
and what is the name of this file?
user.
User. Okay, so here that user is here. So whatever inside this file, user file, okay, this file, this CSV file, whatever users dot username, their password, full name, department, phone number, and organizational unit, it will automatically insert as per their username.
Oh, okay.
And then after we'll use this one command. So this is also inside the curly braces here,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So this command will execute until and unless it not satisfy all of the users existed into user file,
Hmm.
right? And here it will try to create, new AD user, some account name is equal to username, account password equal to password. So these are the variable, right? So we need to put those variable here, username, password, another variable, full name, another variable, and path, which is OU path, would be $OU, right? But here is the OU user dot organizational unit, right?
Hmm.
So what is the organizational unit here? User, which is the file name dot organizational unit. So if some of user they belongs to this organizational unit or this organizational unit, it will automatically go down to place that organizational unit there.
Hmm.
Okay. And then after their phone, their department and everything. So if you are running this command, okay, the entire one, just let's run this file. I'm going to save this one and run it. Now, here it says that there is some of users they have already existed, right? Which user is this? This is the Hassan user. But it is okay. This user we have already in here. I think we use the Hassan user
Two,
2 times.
two times.
Can you see here? One is here
Hmm.
and other one something. Maybe that one.
It's there, sir.
Yeah,
After camel, you can type something else, sir.
yeah. So we can type something else, but it is okay now, right? just Hassan user will exist at one time.
Mm.
So either, yeah, both users in the same sales department. So it is okay now, right? We
Mm.
don't need to execute this one. Anyway, let's get back to the
Active Directory.
active directory we could find here, right? We could find here, right?
Yes, sir.
The Hassan, let's run it. You see, where is this Hassan existed? Under sales department, under Sydney office. Can you
Can
see?
you show me graphic as well, sir?
Yes, yeah. So here, you just need to run DSA dot MSC. Hmm?
Mm.
Under sales, let's have a look their properties. Organization under telephone, this is the telephone, right?
Yes, sir.
So under account will have account number, username as account number here. So this way we'll create, or will place users into different department just by clicking,
That's really useful, sir. I need these commands and I need to create many
right?
user. Yes, sir.
So here, what you need to do, you just need to change your domain name, whatever domain name you have created there, right?
Yes, sir.
For my case, it has lab, so
And
it's
my is local.
local dot domain, right? So
Yes, sir.
the same way, you just need to replace that name and create these organizational unit before executing this file, right?
I will do, sir. Yes.
And let's try yourself with your computer. I'm going to send you this file to you. Okay.
Yes, sir. And please also give me commands as well, sir.
Yeah, sure. So here is the command, the import command, right? Now
Yes,
you
sir.
know what would be the path for that specific command here, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So don't do any mistake while providing the command, right?
Yes, sir.
The rest would be the same.
Yeah, got it, sir. I'll try.
Okay.
It's something good, really good that we learned some today.
Okay.
Very
So,
useful session.
and
I think these are all my notes, sir,
uh,
that you taught me.
yeah. So here I'm going to save this file.
Mm.
Save this and let me copy this and save it into the same folder. Um,
So save under my folder and share with me, sir.
so it is okay now. Please. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And here I have, some others too.
Mm.
Let's see. So let me- you can also use like this, this kind of command.
You
So,
can send this to me, sir, as well. All these one.
so if you are looking like this, just open this one. Let's have a look. So it's going to ask, it's asking. It will ask, see, name, name, sound, password, full name, organizational name, right? Let's say sales. Um, So this is another way to do, the same thing here. Can you see here? Dollar username.
Hmm.
It will read host, enter username. So it's going to ask with the user. Password. It's going to ask user. Full name. It's also asked to the user. Organizational limit. It will also ask the organizational limit. If
Sir, whenever it comes to asking password, it should be as a secure string.
yeah, secure string which is used for the password.
Okay.
Okay, so without secure string, it is not going to accept that password as a text format to the Active Directory. That's why we always use while providing password for any user in the Active Directory, we should use uh, as secure string. Okay, because here if you are using just I'm just showing you if you are just using this one, can you see here if I am writing this one, what will be the it's masked, right? It's automatically masked due to the properties of this one, secure string. If you are not using, if you are not going to use this one, secure string, what will be the output for this one? Can you see here? So
Hmm.
anyone can see, what are you typing there?
Hmm.
Let's say I'm going to assign password as a p at the rate ssw0rd or wrd, right? So if you are not using here secure string, right? What will be the output? If you are using here just a line secure string, say type secure string, right? What will be the output of this one,
Yeah, it will be hidden.
right? Can you see here?
Hmm.
So this is the reason to use password as a secure string. Now read host, okay. Then after here, let's say okay, right, since we created. Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
This one show that this answer. Let's say right first. Um,
I need to understand, sir, this properly first, then I'll ask question.
is it okay? So can you see here the output? So
Hmm.
whatever we will keep inside right first, it will write to the screen.
Hmm.
Okay. If you are looking for the right host, see it will be going to ask, it will showing, right host, or read host, read host means ask question to the user.
Okay.
So read host, it will gonna to ask
Hmm.
enter username here. Can you see enter username? Or you can see enter new username. Now you can see here, if you are using this one, what will be the output here? New username, right? So read and write. So write means output C out. Did you remember
Yes.
C plus plus?
Yes, sir. See, yes. I forgot, sir, but yes, I got it now. Read host means to write, and he write host means whatever you type, it will come to
Yeah,
the
so C in C out in a C plus plus.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. Something like that. Yes.
Right? So this is here in write host, read host, okay? And if else condition, did you remember
Yes, sir.
if not, if not, this one, if not, get organizational unit, whatever organizational unit we put there, okay? If it will match, it is okay. It will proceed to the other step, like going for the creating user. If we are using, if that organizational unit, let's suppose, does not exist, okay, at that moment it will terminate the process,
Mm.
terminate the sequence. So here we can see, yeah, okay, let me show you once again. Yeah, I'm using that file. It's asking for the username, right? Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
Asking for the username. Okay, let me assign a username, Tina. Okay, now
Hmm.
it's asking for the password. Okay, I'm also assigning the password. Thereafter, it's asking for the full name, Tina Munir, right? Now it's asking for the organizational name. Let's say I'm going to assign an organizational name that really doesn't exist to my Active Directory, right? Let's say TTT. What will be the output? It's showing that TTT doesn't exist, and it's going to halt the sequence. It's not going to create. Can you see there?
Yes.
Exit it. If it is not available, which means exit this one. Don't go for the further. Okay. Now let's check once again here. Okay, it's asking for. Okay, I'm going to use Tina once again. Their password, their full name. Then after it's asking for the organizational unit, right? Let's say we have um, organizational unit. It's IT, sales, right? Then after we'll have Sydney office, right? I'm going to write here Sydney office. Let's have a look. Yeah. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
The Sydney office. That's why it's saying that Tina has been created successfully. Thank you. Now we'll check this one. DSA. Let me see inside Sydney office. Is there Tina Munir or not? Sydney office, not in IT. There is she here, Tina Munir,
It's
right?
great.
Right?
Hmm.
So this way we'll create, we can ask, we can create, this is just a very simple program, right? Ask
Yeah.
something to the user, okay? And then after check whether user input organizational unit is registered or not. And after that, it will create user. After completion of user creation, it will show that whatever user we put it there, it will show that user has been created, and at the end it will show thank you message. Is clear now?
Yes.
So this way we can also, we use if else condition, loop condition, even array. Okay. It has a totally, we could perform like C, C++, Java, same like this. We'll use PowerShell for writing
Okay.
program, writing an application, developing an application through the PowerShell. There is.
Okay, sir. I wasn't good at programming. Will I be okay now? Will I learn it, sir?
Yeah,
And
this is okay, so it depends. I'm trying to teach you something based on this one, because here we are looking for the PowerShell, but most of the cases we'll use administration track of PowerShell. Okay, we are not going deeply to the programming or application development or any other thing.
okay, sir. Then I grab it, sir.
Yeah, because I know you forte, right? So don't get panic.
Mm.
So here I just show you, a very small kind of stuff which will be, easier to understand.
Yeah, sir. Whatever you taught me, sir, I got it.
So it is okay now.
Yes,
Okay, then.
I need to practice, sir. But
Mm.
that's today for sir. I think that's all
Yeah,
is
so
it for me to learn. Yes,
okay,
because I need to practice.
I'm going to send you this